I'll go with that guy. Let's go with survival. I want to keep it a private game. Random gen, of course. Private game options, standard options. Never run. Fuck it. We'll keep it however it is. Start game. Game world. What is today's date? Started on 1 dash. Shit, what is today? The 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16 slash 19. There we go. That's a perfect game name. Are you kidding me? Shit, what was 19? No, 116, 19. Huh? Almost forgot. Yes, that is correct. Oh, hello, hello. Who's that? Welcome to the stream. So I am back from the army, and well, I'm back from the army. I completely failed. So I got to week 8 out of 10. I got stress fractures in my right knee and my left knee. 2 in my right, 1 in my left, I believe. They're level 3 stress fractures. I was told that if I kept running and kept pushing it, I was going to break my legs. I was given 2 options. Option 1 was to stay in the army until like February 6th and go through WTRP. WTRP stands for like walk to run program. It basically helps you guys get back into the rhythm of things. My brother just invited me to join his game, but it helps you get like back into things, so you can continue training. But it was only October like 31st. No, it was like November like 3rd or 4th whenever I had the option given to me. So I would have had to wait there until February 6th just to continue training. That's whenever my stress fractures would supposedly be fully healed. My second option was to get chaptered out, you know, just give yourself the boot and better luck next time. So I chose the latter of the 2 options, and I just left. I couldn't take it. I was not gonna wait there for, you know, 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 months just to get through basic training. They say the fastest way to get out of basic would be to graduate, but if you're on profile, it's kind of hard if you're like dealt the shitty hands of getting stress fractures and all that. Okay, so I almost forgot how to play this game. But I was dealt a really shitty hand, and if people ask me, am I gonna go back, my normal answer would be to say hell no. I'm not going to that hellhole again. That place was literal hell for me. The first night that we got there, we were in reception, and they were like giving us the rundown on like what's the army gonna be like and all that. You know, if you've ever been to reception, you know, staying awake hours on end, waking up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning for the first couple times is pretty hard. But they basically, you know, just tell you to stay awake and listen. I got there around 9 o'clock that night, so I was kind of already tired. You know, big day of traveling by air, all the way from California to Missouri, or yeah, Missouri, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. That's where I was stationed for basic training. That was also where my AIT was going to be as well. But getting out of track. So Whenever I got there, they were giving us the rundown, and then around midnight to 1 o'clock, that's whenever they decided to finally put us in bed. And yeah, so we got to sleep that night for just for a couple hours, about 4 or 5 hours. So we were all pretty dog tired after that. Um, there was another group that was behind us that got there, but they still had to wake up at this. They s- they still had to wake up at the same time as we did the next morning. But yeah, that was my first night in basic. I remember laying awake that night for about an hour, just thinking, like, how did I get myself into this? I chose this. Why did I choose this? And I had all these questions running through my head. You know, all my brothers made it through basic training, and here I was, you know, kind of getting a little scared on the first night. So, you know, we got through reception. It wasn't too bad. They didn't they didn't smoke us at all. They don't even call it smoking anymore. They call it corrective training. So they didn't do any sort of corrective training or anything like that. It wasn't too bad at all, um, except for just waking up and having to wait all day and not able to sleep. You know, and getting out of your comfort zone and, you know, doing it their way. It was just a bit strenuous. So a week passes by. We did our blood work. Found out that I needed glasses. I got some glasses. Actually, pretty nice glasses. How do you? Oh, nope, nope. Well, I repaired it. How do I do that? Scrap. There we go. So after getting through that, we got onto a little shuttle bus that was going to take us to our barracks. I was Delta 310. We were the Praetorians, infantry regiment. So, first couple days, it was, you know, nothing but running and, you know, getting used to everything. We did some classes and all that. Shit, did I just really just block myself in this hole? I did, didn't I? God damn it. If I could just... Ha! There we go. But first couple days was nothing but, you know, taking a couple courses, getting our commanders welcome and all that. Like telling us, like giving us like a rundown. It wasn't too bad. About, except for the waking up. That part sucked. I hated that. We were waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. We were going to bed at 1900 or no 2100 usually, which was like 9 o'clock I think. So that, hold on a second. I need to check my phone. Okay, it's 2:30. I go to work at I started heading out at 3:30, so I got a little bit of time. So where was I at? So we did our like welcome letters. Waking up at like early in the morning was not fun at all. I didn't like it. You know, not even one bit. I don't think anybody liked waking up early. But you know, that's basic, I guess. So we, you know, we made it through basic. Oh, I forgot to describe the shark attack for you guys. So we did it a little bit different. The shark attack wasn't holding your bag over your head and sprinting. It was bear grabbing your bag, putting both of your arms around the bag. You were not allowed to use any of the straps. You were just supposed to hold it like in front of you, and you were told to sprint. That was our, you know, that was our. Um, Trying to think of the name. Shark attack. And the drill sergeants would run up and try to like grab the bag out of your hand if you like stopped to like breathe or anything. I never stopped, you know, good old badass me. So we did that. As soon as we got to the barracks, we were told to, you know, get into a formation. Uh, you know, lines of 4. So we got into our little lines. We put down our bag, and they told us, "All right, Now your black bags have been dropped off in that field. Nobody even saw them drop off the black bags, and it wasn't there like 5 minutes ago. But we got we were told to go run and grab our bags. So they're all in a pile, all sorted, like messed up. We had our name tapes on there, and we had, I just like gestured name tapes on her, like on my body. But then I remembered that you guys can't see anything. But we had our name tapes on our bag, plus a color ribbon, one of 3 colors, blue, red, and black. So those were our 3 colors. So you'd sprint down to the pile and you'd start screaming your name and color as people, your battle buddies, were going through the piles. So you're sitting there screaming. For me, it was Mayor Blue tape. So I was sprinting around the pile, just screaming that over and over and over. Couldn't find my bag in the hit time, so we had to sprint back to our spot. They said, all right, do 20 push, or no. We did 2 push-ups in sets of 10, so that was 20 push-ups. So we did 20 push-ups, and then we sprinted back to get our bag again. And if we failed again, we did it again. And we failed again and did it again. Then I finally got my bag at that point in time. But even after getting my bag, we still sprinted back to the pile and tried to help other people find their bags. I just ran around the pile because I didn't know anybody, and I didn't want to push people out of the way because they had their little productive system going. So I just kept sprinting around the pile. And even though I found my bag, we still all had to do push-ups together. Because if one of us fails, all of us fail until everybody got their bag. We had to keep running. So after about like 5 or 6 laps of doing this crap, I started to throw up a little bit, but I managed to keep it like hidden from the drill sergeant, so they didn't scream at me for doing that. But it wasn't extremely bad. But if you're not fit whenever you go in, that's gonna be like hell on earth for you, because that's gonna be your like first exposure to running and all that. So we did that day 2 through like week 1. That it was pretty relaxed, kind of like doing occasional running, getting like used to your PT. You're getting like little tests of like what are the PT things. You're told to remember the Soldier's Creed and the Warrior Ethos and the Army song. The Soldier's Creed: I am an American soldier, I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I'll never accept defeat. I'll never quit. I'll never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I'll always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States, America, in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. That was the Army song, or not the Army song, the Soldier's Creed. So we were told to remember that. That's pretty hard to remember whenever you're like halfway stressed out over everything. But we all remembered it. Occasionally in the middle of the night, they would just like wake up all of us up and like ask a random person, all right, what is the Soldier's Creed? And if they could not tell the Soldier's Creed, we'd get out of bed and we'd start doing PT. But after 1 or 2 times of not knowing it, everybody had to make damn sure that everybody knew it. We all knew it. Next was the Army song, where march along, sing a song with the army of the free, count the brave, count the true, who have fought to, and it goes on. It goes rolling on. Okay, never mind. So the Army song, it's a little song that the Army has. You can Google it. I might leave a link in the description. I have no idea, but that's the Army song. We had to remember that too. And the soldier ethos, loyalty, selfless service. I never actually learned them. Honor, duty, integrity. There's a couple more, 2 more I think. But again, I never actually learned them because we were never actually tested on those. I have no idea where I'm going right now, but I'm going somewhere. Okay. But yeah, I keep getting like distracted from like what I'm saying, and then I'm not even like doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I should be making like a crap ton of these. But the army, it was a big culture shock. You know, the first like 2 weeks was really rough because I was, you know, staying up in bed, you know, just crying myself to sleep because I missed my, you know, my wife, my mom, my dad. You know, I missed everybody. All the people that you thought you wouldn't miss, you actually miss them like hell. Okay, so let's see if I remember how to do that. Cool, I do. But yeah, it was something. I don't ever want to go through that again. I don't know if I'm gonna join the army or if I'm gonna, you know, just, you know, go into the job field and, you know, become a welder. I'm not allowed to become a welder in the army because I'm colorblind, you know. That disqualifies me from welding somehow. I've done welding for the last 4 years. I can tell you all about arc welding, gas welding, you know, oxyacetylene, MIG, TIG, flux core. You know, I could tell you all about that. You know, the proper like angle to weld at. You know, how to do a butt weld, a horizontal T weld, a vertical T weld. I could tell you how to weld. I could show you how to weld. I can do the welds, but you know, the army thinks otherwise, I guess. So I'm not fit to weld in the army's eyes, which is kind of BS because I'm probably a better welder than half those, you know, more than half those people going in there. I know for a fact I am. You know, my teacher showed me everything in Anderson Union High School. I know what I know what I'm doing, but just because I know what I'm doing doesn't mean I can see, I guess. I've never, you know, had a mistake in the shop. I've never, except for touching hot metal. That was my bad, you know. You're never supposed to touch metal in like a welding booth, unless like you know it's like safe. You know, hover your hand over it. If you can feel the heat rating off of it, then don't touch it. You know, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, cool. This road just ends. Cool. Let's turn around. But I'm a good welder, but the army says no. You know, but as soon as I made it to like week 4, 3 or 4, that's whenever I was given the choice whether I wanted to be chaptered or I wanted to be you know, go to WTRP. So I chose chapter because, you know, I missed everybody and I was still kind of like culture shocked about everything and I didn't feel right about being in the army. It was just all around bad. I think I could have made it because I ended up waiting till week 8 out of 10. You know, seeing your battle buddies grow, and I'm just glad I never had to watch them graduate. But in the end, I think I made the better choice because, you know, I was home with my wife. I gotta tell her I love her, and I'm living with my wife on my own now. So it's all pretty good. You know, we're both working jobs. You know. Alright, so let's get rid of all these now. But probably my favorite part about the army was actually the cadences, because you're like deprived of all music, you know. If you have that one person that's really good at singing in your group, then they become like the pop star. Everybody asks, hey, can you sing this song? Can you sing this song? So make sure you know some lyrics before you go in, and so you can like sing in the shower together with your battle buddies. You know, that sounds weird, but it'll help you get through the day, especially after, you know, ruck marches or, you know, FTX 1, 2, or 3, the forward to the hammer and the anvil or whatever. So just make sure you're ready. Bring some photos in with you. You're allowed to have photos as long as they're not like sexually suggestive, which if you're going to the army, you probably shouldn't have those in the first place. And there's been a rumor that's been going around my platoon whenever I was in that that they give you a shot in reception or give you a pill. I have no idea which one it is. That will prevent males from getting excited, I guess. Um, and for the most part, males did get excited in basic training, from what I know. But there was a guy named Kennison, because we did have co-ed, or yeah, whatever you call it, males and females in basic together. So we did have that, but nobody was really fraternizing. There was an occasional like letter that was found from like one soldier to the other, like occasional fraternization, but it wasn't like bad, like, oh, I'm gonna take you behind the whatever, the storehouse shed and bang you or anything like that. It was just like, hey, after basic training you want to meet up or stuff like that. It wasn't like bad. I never understood why all the drill sergeants were always so uptight about that shit. They went through everybody's stuff one day just because they found a letter like that. I guess one of the privates sent the other person a letter. But sorry about that, my mic disconnected. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, there we go. So, but there was an occasional, like, letter found like that, and they had to go through everybody's bunks one day because they found that a letter like that. Wasn't anything, like, extremely bad, but, the drill sergeants make it out to be what they do. So they went through everybody's stuff. They didn't really find anything like bad, but they did find people like taking food out of the DFAC and bringing it back to the bay. A couple of people got in trouble for that. Got Article 15s and whatnot. But overall, it wasn't too bad. Not that many people got into trouble. And overall, basic wasn't as bad as some people say. It's just the first couple weeks, honestly. If you can get past those first couple weeks, you're probably set. But basic is not meant for me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go back. Alright, dude, stop following me. Headshot. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's just get rid of all these now. Alright. But I finally am back from basic, and I'm probably not going back in after that. The basic training is just not my style, I guess. If anybody else wants to go to basic training, just go to their local army or, whatever recruiter it is that you're going to. For me, I joined the army. If I do join back up, I'm probably going to go Air Force or Navy, I have no idea. But probably Air Force, if I do. I want to be an airman. Read to the left. Alright. Well, so, whatever you do, don't do the shitty thing. Don't invite your friends to join the army just because they say, oh, we'll get you to E2 or E3 just by inviting a friend. Don't do that. Don't be a scumbag. Because you're basically, if they don't want to go, don't tell them, hey, let's just go meet the recruiter. No, don't. It's just a really shitty thing to do now that I think about it. Because if I didn't plan on joining the army and then I have to go through that and I get chaptered out, I would blame you for the rest of my life. Like, I would probably wouldn't talk to you after that. Because that was shitty. It was shitty, shitty, shitty. Absolute fucking shit. I don't want that experience on anybody that never actually wished for it in the first place. If they think about Army, they're gonna think about the Army. If you tell them about it and like, you know, like tell them about all the good things, make sure they know about the bad side too. Direct them to this video. I'll set them straight. Just don't get chaptered out. Don't ever go. I would say don't go to the CTMC, but if you do think that you have like any sort of like bone related injury or joint like injury, go to the CTMC as soon as possible. Don't wait until it becomes a huge thing. I waited and I kept pushing day after day after day until my drill sergeant was like, "Hey, Mayor, you're limping pretty bad. I need you to go to the CTMC to get looked up at." You know, don't show that you're weak. Don't go to the CTMC after a long time. And if you're close to graduation, don't go to the CTMC at all. All right? I can't stress that enough. Don't. Just don't. The CTMC is basically like a hospital for people in basic, in case you guys didn't know. Hey, kitty. But it's definitely amazing to be home. All right, so let's go through here and. God damn it! I always press the wrong damn button. Alright, there's that. There's that. Dirt can go fuck off. And torch can go fuck off. Nurse. Zombie. Alright. Ooh, those are good. Damn it. Thought the first hit was gonna actually knock him. Of course. So I'm gonna stop talking about the Army, alright? It's just an uncomfortable thing for me. I failed and I'm back home. I experienced that. You know, the best part about it was I left with like $4,500, $5,000 because I had BAH, basic housing allowance, or basic allowance for housing, whatever you guys want to call it. I got that, and there's some water up there. That was probably the only good thing coming home, having enough money to buy a decent, you know, or put a down on a house, you know, having that little bit of money for something like that. I have no idea where to go. Trying to find stumps so I can get some honey, so I can get rid of this infection right away. I don't plan on this being a long video. My brother got excited because I sent him a photo of Subnautica's on PlayStation now. And my wife's at work now. Cool. I hate walking. Oh yeah, I got married. I got married on October 10th, 2018. So 10/10/18. That's my anniversary now. Or every year on that day, it's my anniversary. Looks like I'm going out of the biome I like to be in. Oh, I might get hurt pretty bad on this one. Yep. Take that, eat that, and drink that. Hey, now my inventory is pretty clear. Alright. So I'm probably gonna play for about another 10 minutes. You know, hope I find a town. I might continue this this world. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to explain that I was back. Yeah, I've been doing a couple Twitches, but I haven't made a YouTube video in a while, so I figured I'd probably just throw it up, see if anybody watches, and hope for the best. But I'm back. I am back. 100% back. You know, I'm not going back to that place. Hi, dear. Oh. Huh, I thought since it was a private world I could pause it. Nope, apparently not. Hi, little chickadee. Chickadee, chickadee. Aw. Super chickadee. I don't see any sort of, you know, might as well make a bed, you know? Since, I'm not really doing much else, let's make a bed. It's gonna take like 18 seconds or some crap like that. Hey, hey, nail gun. No, this one. Read. Wood. Yeah, I probably could have taken that, but... Boom. Seriously. Make this, make that, make this, make that. Can't you just give me a break? For me, this is the easiest way to, you know, get plant fibers. Fuck you. Yeah, nope. Alright, cool. Some people say usually you should use your axe while you forage for leaves like that. Um, Gloves, hat, torso, pants. All I need is shoes now. Alright. But some people say you should use your axe so you can get up your construction tool stuff. But I don't like doing it because it's slower. You know, it might not be slow. I don't know. But I feel like it's slower. Man, how come there's no towns? I'm following the road, you know, follow the road and you'll never go lost. Or get lost. There we go. Plant fiber shoes. What are you gonna tell me to do? Make a club next? Yep. Alright, what next? Craft a bow. Shack. Alright. Let's go look for some feathers. Oh shit, you sounded close. Holy fuck. Thought you were like right up on me. Feathers, feathers, feathers. Come on, where's a bird's nest when you need it? Oh, oh, oh. Alright, cool. Oh hey, look at that, a backpack. Like it was designed for me to find it. Wait, was that a bird's nest? No, yeah, I saw it. Oh, there's another one. I probably skipped about like 10 so far. Oh, hey, look at that, look at that. This is more important than a bird's nest. Alright. I think I'm gonna search that, then this little area over here, and then I might, ooh, hey. Double whammy. Ooh, that was extremely good. That was extremely good. Alright, cool. Let's eat that. Drink that. Take that. And dispose of that. Alright, cool. So let's make a crap ton of arrows. 90 arrows, and then a bow. Alright, so I'm gonna call this the end of my stream for right now. I gotta get ready for work, and then I have to do the do, if you know what I mean. Take a shit. Alright, hopefully I'm not censored on YouTube now. But I'm gonna get over that hill, and then I'll call it an end. Because I kind of want my bow to be finished making already. What's after the bow? Heh. Hey, you got hit. You dumb. Sorry. Ah, fuck it. I'll kill you. Putrid girl. See, that's that good. Fine, I'll kill you too. Since you're begging for it. There we go. Hey, look at that. Sweet. Alright, let's just check over here. Nope, we found something. Alright, cool. Except I think this is like one of those like bad towns to be in. The ones with the runner things. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, there's the Badlands right there. And there's the edge. Alright, but we found something, so I'll end it on this good note of finding something. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.